Solar blessings to the Pisces out there, our remaining ones who are celebrating their birthdays at the end, who are Pisces Aries cuspers. So good to have you here. We are about to hit that new moon phase, and that is exactly what we're looking at this week. We are going to be using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. Many of you may know about the Lenormand decks. This is something that I've had for a while, but I haven't actually brought out. I did a reading for myself and found it very interesting, so we're going to see how this goes with these readings. First of all, we have a Six of Cups and a Queen of Swords energy coming out, Pisces, so you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or you could just be getting some truth around a soulmate, all right? And you are definitely standing in your power, because this one could be juggling. Again, you may be finding out some truth about someone who could be cheating, someone who could be entertaining someone else. Now, bear in mind, these are general readings, which may or may not resonate with everyone. And also watch these for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get a clearer overall message. But if these do resonate in any way, or you just love my vibe, go ahead and hit that like button and let me know below in the comments how they are resonating. So we're going to be looking at the holographic as well as vice versa tarot to get the main messages out. If you need a personal reading, do reach out at VenusianWays.org. We're also going to be getting a numerology card, which I will read to you and see what the main energy of advice is coming out for you. Pisces will also get love messages from the Lovers Oracle cards, as we do for every reading. So definitely subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of the readings. Also, at the end of every reading, we do a flip of the coin to see what is an answer to a question you may have. So do stick around to the end for all the good stuff. Thanking you so much to the angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides. Give us clarity around this new moon to help us move forward. Thank you. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle these quickly, the Gilded Reverie Lenormand cards, and we will get one main card out. I will read that card to you. We'll also look at the top and bottom card to see what is the surrounding energy. All right, so let's see what's coming out for Pisces at this time. Pisces, we have an energy of, all right, rolling the dice, huh? Taking a chance, perhaps. We've got a number 39 energy here coming to a 12. 3, perhaps because of a third party. All right, maybe somebody rolled the dice and they crapped out. At the bottom, yeah, with the 11 and the broom, you could be sweeping something out at this time. Getting out some bad juju, if you will, that's been around you. Perhaps, again, you have found something out about something. Yep, owl energy with the 12 coming out here. I do believe that someone has definitely perhaps been taking a chance, rolling the dice, playing around in the nighttime, and we are sweeping this energy out. Perhaps you figured out something about somebody and what they were doing, Pisces, is what I'm seeing here today. So I do believe you are potentially going to be ending something at this time. We've got a whip here, cracking the whip, all right? Definitely working on some spring cleaning, perhaps even saging or smudging your area would be advised at this time. Let's read this energy of the dice and see what it has to say, and then I'll read a little bit of the energy of the other cards just to give you an idea of what's going on there. Root chakra closing up. Maybe somebody is not trying to talk or speak at this time about something. All right. So the dice says, I am the risk, the gamble you choose to take. I am the uncertain and the leap of faith. I offer the promise of future change. Possibly negative cards to my right will foretell ill fate, but positive cards will bring about a happy state. Are you feeling lucky? Well, are you? It's like that Clint Eastwood. Are you feeling lucky? Well, are ya? All right, so we definitely got a very interesting energy coming up right after St. Patrick's Day with that lucky energy. The two dice provide an element of chance and opportunity, a possibility, and a new element to be introduced into the situation. They signify randomness and a risk that one chooses to take rather than the clover 2, which means discovered luck. The random outcome of the dice can either punish or reward and may influence the surrounding cards. The trustworthy dog, 18, is soon distracted from his duties by the rolling dice nearby. This would indicate a fair weather friend. Indeed, alternatively, the dice can indicate an attitude of playfulness as well as fun and games. Could also suggest risky behavior such as gambling. While this card image appeared in early games similar to the prototype for the Lenormand, it is also a nod to the history of the deck, which was originally a game played with dice and cards. The dice are now incorporated into the deck in the same way the meanings of the cards have been fixed. Rather than being looked up in a fortune book, as was originally the case. All right, so basically, it seems like somebody may have taken a chance here. All right, whether that was you or whether that was somebody else, but this is coming up at this time as far as what is happening at the new moon, potentially for you, Pisces. Now, interesting, this came to a 12, this came to a 12, and now this is an 11. So 3, 3, and 2. I do feel like you could be sweeping something out. Again, there could have been a third-party situation that you are learning about. Learning that somebody took a chance on someone else. Yeah, definitely birds is the energy of 12. All right. The main energy says a phone call, a text, or a date. That is how I communicate. I am in meetings or interviews, and I like to negotiate. I can be your sibling, a lover, or mate. Couples is what I indicate. So again, is that making more sense? It's like somebody took a chance, somebody was confused, and now what does the 11 energy say? Birch and broom. Birch. I remember hearing something about the birch, but 11, very interesting with that, 11-11 energy, if you will. So be warned of high temper. I bring conflict and strife. You will find me in competitions because I work with repetition. Wow. So there could be a repetition of a competition or being put in a competitive energy or, having a third party type of thing. Maybe this has happened before in your particular situation. This says, arguments and quarrels are my patient, but I am not always a villain. I can be found in the gym or in a lusty bed or a whim. Oh, interesting. So basically, this is basically saying it's kind of like, this is a cycle, this is a pattern, this is something that's hard for somebody to let go of. So it's probably at a point at this time that you have to make a decision. Do you want to roll the dice again with this person? Do you want to keep moving forward in the way that you have perhaps in this dynamic, in this pattern? All right, very interesting, because I feel if you have learned some truth, it's like, are you going to keep ignoring the white elephant in the room just to have this person around perhaps, kind of energy? All right, Because I feel like you could have gotten some messages. Some birds could have told you something. It's taken a lot for you to, stay strong through whatever this is that you've learned about time and time again, perhaps, Pisces. Page of Wands. It looks like somebody may be taking a leap of faith, as this card with the dice indicates, in a new direction. Because right now it looks like there's a lot of healing that may need to take place within you. And maybe you know that being in this situation is never going to allow you to be able to really do that. You know what I mean? With the Six of Pentacles in reverse, definitely a lack of reciprocity, perhaps with someone that you are currently dealing with, and that's why you're constantly in this state of, what do they call that, when you're in the red, basically. You have nothing to even give to yourself. Yeah, definitely burnout is what you've been dealing with. Past energy is showing this, needing to heal from whatever this is that you have dealt with, not moving forward, not making any further plans with this situation is what this energy feels like. Not accepting an offer perhaps that this person may try to give you, which is not really going to be worthy of you anyway, with the Page of Cups energy. This person is, they're used to being able to come back and just, say, look, baby, I'm sorry, or whatever the case may be. But in any case, normally, it's swept under the rug kind of thing. You're over that. No more cycles like this is what I'm hearing, You're tired of sweeping things under the rug. Instead, let's just sweep it out the door, right? Let's just be done with it is what I'm hearing. Hey, it's spring, right? This person does nothing but throw your intuition off. They definitely, their picker is off. They don't know how to walk away from what they need to. And maybe this has been hard for you as well, not to continue to come back, go back and forth with this person, deal with competition that has perhaps been a repetition in your relationship together. You know what I mean? So Pisces, are we ready to be done with this cycle? Put those burdens behind us? Yes, I would say so. At least this is what this is indicating to me currently. And I would say, especially if this has been a cycle with someone, how long do you want to keep going around and round in the same fishbowl year after year, running over the same old ground? And how we found same old fears. Wish you were here. But you don't want to be with someone in misery. You don't want to have to continue to live life, like a gamble, and with this person, are we going to be together? Are we going to be committed, or is this just going to be another cycle, and it feels like you're going to have to finally crack the whip and let this person go is what it looks like. Let me know below how this is resonating, and definitely hit the like button. Star in reverse, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you have a lot to offer is what I see here with this Queen of Pentacles energy. But it definitely affects you and what you're able to create, how much more you're able to have when the bird, this bird has let you know, or you've gotten wind or word, that something has been going on. And I feel like you're done being manipulated by this person. You're standing up, standing your ground is what I see here. And saying, you know what, I'm going to roll the dice because I feel like I could do just fine by myself, right? I feel like you've cut this person off with that Ace of Wands in reverse. You definitely have stopped them from being able to have the control over you that they once did, is what I see. Taking your own power back. And that is what's going to help you to heal. But of course, it's going to cause some conflict with others, but who cares? They've caused you enough conflict is what this looks like. Three of Pentacles, definitely in the reverse. That is what I'm seeing. This third party energy, again, you know, partnership, but Three of Pentacles, just like Three of Swords and things of that nature, generally does, you know, point to something of a third party nature. And I do feel like that this has greatly affected you. And definitely, you know, I feel like somebody did have plans to end something. Maybe, you know, Spirit was just trying to show you that this wasn't the right person to connect with and, you know, keep taking these chances with. Just did nothing but try your patience, you know? And you've just barely perhaps got enough strength left in you to move forward and get yourself back in order. Now this person feels like they've always got somebody in the background. And Metatron here on the Star card is saying, turn away from all of that and focus on your healing. Don't look at those situations any longer. They've done nothing but drained you, perhaps financially as well, you know, as emotionally, mentally, and all of this. You're bankrupt in that sense. And Spirit knows that, yes, you can get back into, you know, that role again, into your pinnacle. But the center of this all is healing yourself. Really looking at these situations that we've gotten into, you know, in the past that have really tried us, you know, where we had to perhaps stand in our power because we understood what people were doing. Perhaps working evil and dark energies against us with that Magician in reverse. Maybe you became privy that something of this nature was going on. Perhaps with someone that someone else was entertaining, you know, keeping you stuck. The fact that they were dealing with another person in general, that energy that was, you know, exchanged through the sexual interaction and then coming back to you was affecting you. You know what I mean? The High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, this person was definitely keeping you inwardly as well as with your connection, you know, by choosing to sweep these things under the rug. It's cutting off your own intuition, more or less, is what this is saying, from being able to really see what people may be trying to do to you behind your back, you know? Again, we have Swords energy here. King of Swords has been popping out quite a bit, so it could be an air sign that you've been dealing with. Again, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I feel this is more about, you know, somebody always wanting to try to come back and play on your emotions. Maybe this is what you worry about, not being strong enough to resist, you know, and what helps us to be able to resist is by really dealing with those situations, right? Really understanding them for what they were. And understanding that there's no real victory in turning a blind eye to these situations, continuing to stay in these patterns perhaps. Yes, choosing wisely is going to be the best for us. Sweeping all of those burdens out, all that debris from all those past relationships will open up the jackpot of options for us, is what I see here today. But first, we gotta let the towers fall, let the chips fall where they may, right? And roll the dice in a different direction. What do you say, Pisces? Because you're worth much more than just a small sippy cup of love, right? Those things do nothing but keep you stuck and keep you playing small instead of allowing you to be and play on that higher level of a playing field, if you know what I mean. Let's see what Moonology has for you as advice for this week. Too many cards. We want to get one main energy out here for you. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So as we move out of this new moon energy phase, as the dawn breaks, if you will, you know, it's like a new day. It's going to feel like a new day to you is what I'm seeing. You know, how you wake up the next morning kind of energy, and you're just like, maybe just sitting there for a little bit thinking about, but you have all this opportunity to really just be within yourself, is what I feel with all of this, right? You really have an opportunity to feel into yourself, feel into everything that has happened up to this point, but not only that, what you have the ability to move into now that you're in this place. The energy is gaining momentum, says, during the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. So definitely new things could be growing and springing up for you at this time. You may be having different thoughts and even feeling more alive at this time and happy about the possibilities of what you can do at this point now that you're in this place, if you will. Maybe you're starting to really connect with and sprout out of the ground. You know what I mean? That's the hardest part, is pushing through the soil. But then once you can feel the air against your skin, right? And you can see the sun and feel the warmth and things of that nature, there's so much more to life now, and you feel that newness. You're a part of it. This card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of, though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. This is a time of energies rising up. Emotions are building too. Where do you want to go, and do you believe you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps toward your goals. Whichever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. Attuned to the moon, says, and this is an affirmation you can say for this week, Pisces, I know I'm headed in the right direction. I know I am headed in the right direction. I know I am headed in the right direction. By the power of 3, a perfect trinity, it is done. Beautiful. I love that. The energy is gaining momentum. Build that momentum towards your dreams, all right? Use that affirmation for yourself this week, moving through the spring equinox, which is again March 20th through the 23rd, and the 21st is the new moon. This is that time to spring forward, to sweep out all the old. Let's see what love advice is coming through. Sacred Union is coming out here today. Sacred Union says, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. This is why it's hard for us sometimes to make these decisions, you know, to be strong, because we also feel that strong pull towards someone that we felt so connected to and felt such a, like there was so much potential. But it always felt like, too, it was in the dark, you know? Like it wasn't something that ever really manifested to its fullness. And it's like this person never really, it felt like, gave all that they could to allow that to happen. So I feel like that's where the big problem was, perhaps with who you are or were dealing with, right? So it's like rolling the dice in a new direction. A message for you. Let me cover up her boobie. I don't want to get in trouble. All right, a message for you says, I am thinking of you at this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. You know, this person always saw you as someone special in their life. They also saw this relationship as very strong and powerful, and something that they will always treasure. But sometimes we just have to, unfortunately, know when the time has come to understand that some people need to learn their lessons, and sometimes it's not with us, unfortunately. But it looks like you have a lot of good things coming once you do sweep out all of those burdens from the past, all right? A lot more really good cups are going to open up, Pisces. Ooh, are you ready to get an answer to your question? If I can hold on to my coin. All right, let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Here it is, guys. The answer for you is no. I hope that was the answer you needed. All right, guys, you stay amazing. Have a beautiful birthday. To those who are still celebrating, do not forget to hit that like button and let me know below how this resonated. Subscribe and hit the bell notification, and I'll see you soon for another reading. Bye for now.